and consolidation, refrigerated cargo transport, and much more. We have recently acquired an additional 158,000 square feet of warehouse space to increase our capabilities and service your consolidation needs. Our new facility is strategically located just minutes from Florida's Turnpike and other main highways, making your cargo delivery experience hassle-free. The choice is easy in our corner of the world. Call King Ocean for all your shipping needs. Welcome to our new home. We are excited to share with you our growth and success that has been made possible thanks to you and your loyalty over the past 40 years. Our staff is ready to assist you with all your shipping needs. We offer domestic and foreign trucking services, documentation preparation and filing, transload and distribution, bonded cargo management, repacking and consolidation, refrigerated cargo transport, and much more. We have recently acquired an additional 158,000 square feet of warehouse space to increase our capabilities and service your consolidation needs. Our new facility is strategically located just minutes from Florida's Turnpike and other main highways, making your cargo delivery experience hassle-free. The choice is easy in our corner of the world. Call King Ocean for all your
Good afternoon and welcome viewers. It is a pleasure to be here this afternoon. I have with me the chairman of the Anguilla Summer Festival 50, the Minister for Social Development, the Honorable Ms. Deanne Kentish Rogers, and we have some special guests with us this afternoon, and we'll allow them to introduce themselves, but we're really here this afternoon for a very special announcement for the sponsorship announcement for the Anguilla Summer Festival 50. Mr. Chair, I'll start with you before we get into anything. The schedule, the well-awaited, long-anticipated schedule for the Anguilla Summer Festival 50, the family reunion, was released last evening. I must say I am impressed with the schedule. It is impressive, to say the least.
Something for everybody. That's what we promised from July 21st until August 11th. Something for everybody is built into that schedule.
Right. Mm-hmm. And one of the events that is highly anticipated, it is the event that I think everybody, a wide cross-section, looks forward to. And again, the reason that we are here this afternoon is the opening ceremony.
Yes. The
ceremony that sets the stage for what is to come. So, Mr. Chair, I will turn over to you.
All right, well, thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you for those tuned in via Facebook, via the internet, YouTube, all platforms that we are streaming live on right now. We are here to onboard our gold sponsors and title sponsors for the opening night for the Family Reunion Golden Jubilee Anguilla Summer Festival 2020, and that is King Ocean. They have come on board in a major way. We'll talk about how major in a little bit, but I'll just like to say, before everything else, thank you to the management staff, board of directors, everyone from King Ocean for coming on board and playing a part in Anguilla Summer Festival. For me, the opening night is extremely special. It's a night that's not charged as in a cover charge. So you have everyone there, from the babies in the prams, if you call those that still, to the grandmothers and the grandfathers. Everyone is there for opening night. And we have something extremely, let me just call it excellent. I could say some other things about the opening ceremony. It's going to be a production. I know the minister has been working hard on the overall production. We won't say too much about it right now, but it's something that everyone is going to want to experience. Don't watch it from home. Make sure you come out to the Lansing Bowl Cultural Center on the opening night to make sure that you're there live in person to experience this opening ceremony.
All right. So, as you mentioned, we do have persons from King Ocean Services. And so I'll turn over to them, allow them to introduce themselves, and then we'll get into a little bit more of their role in opening night for Summer Festival 2024, the Family Reunion.
Well, thank you, Ms. Hodge. My name is Yvette Harrigan. We are proud local representatives here for King Ocean Services. And I would like to say good afternoon to the Honorable Minister, Honorable Deanne Kentish, Mr. Connor, Mr. Remy, and to our those tuned in live, good afternoon to you. And King Ocean Services, this is a over 40 years of service in the shipping industry. King Ocean Services arrive here every Monday morning with cargo from Port Everglades, leaving on Thursdays. And we provide great shipping solutions for those who are interested in shipping. Some of you may ask, what do we ship? So we ship from the smallest package to any oversized cargo: trucks, machinery, frozen food, clothes, everything. Pretty much everything we ship to Anguilla. And we're not only here for freight service, we offer consultations on shipping solutions so that it's beneficial for both parties. And a few weeks ago, Mr. Remy, our regional sales manager, he contacted me and he asked, what can King Ocean do to contribute to Anguilla's 50th? And at first, they wanted to provide shipping solutions, anything, stages, costumes. But I contacted Mr. Connor, and after a few weeks of communications, here we are today to say thank you to Anguilla. Thank you to our loyal customers who has stood with us through thick and thin, like the marriage vows, better or worse. And it's because of you, King Ocean can come here every Monday morning. So we want to say thank you and just give back in such a big way.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I am Ralph Remy. I'm the regional sales manager for King Ocean, based in St. Martin. So I'm just across the water from Anguilla. I am normally visiting Anguilla to do sales weekly. And King Ocean being family-owned from the Caribbean, it was important that we align ourselves with the Anguilla 50th celebration, because the slogan is family reunion. Okay, so you can expect that there is going to be a lot of indigenous Anguillians returning home, and how much better can it be that a local Caribbean-owned company align themselves with the reunion of the families to Anguilla. So I'm here to say that we are a proud sponsor of Anguilla 50th, and we gave a monetary donation to Anguilla 50th, and our service are there that we will extend to the population, the diaspora, in any way possible. One thing I forgot to do was to acknowledge the Honorable Diane Kentish Gums. Hodge.
I know. We only have 5 last names over here. So, you know,
Mr.
one
Connor,
of the 5.
and Miss Harrigan. And I cannot not acknowledge our agent who is there in the audience, Mr. Lanville Harrigan. Your immense support in making King Ocean a household name here in Anguilla cannot go unrecognized. Know that you are a local cricket hero for Anguilla, and you are a local shipping hero for King Ocean.
Great. So let's get right into it. You know, we've teased it a little bit. You are going to be the title sponsor for opening night of Anguilla Summer Festival 50. What can we expect, Mr. Connor, Honorable Kentish Rogers, what can we expect on that night?
Well, Mr. Connor is giving this over to me because he's trying to put me on the spot. We do have quite a number of surprises in store for the people of Anguilla in relation to the opening night. And of course, it would be remiss of me to start without saying a big thank you to King Ocean Services for coming on board as a gold sponsor for this year's Anguilla Summer Festival. They are in the business of shipping things to the country, and it's a great partnership because we're in the business of shipping people here for the 50th. And there's also a really great alignment in terms of our Golden Jubilee. We talk about royalty, we talk about King Ocean Services.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of really great alignment in relation to what we are trying to accomplish in light of the family reunion, creating those partnerships. And the opening night, which is really highly looked forward to by everyone, as we said, from the youngest in the audience to the oldest. I think the oldest person I saw in the audience last time was 89 years old. So maybe we'll get out a centurion this time around for the 50. They definitely would have been able to witness the entire history of the 50th. So we'd love to have that happen. But of course, for opening night, we are looking at creating some really great partnerships. We do have some key persons, which we will probably announce at a later date, who will be working on some script writing for the opening night. I know persons are used to the opening night being speeches and some introductions to the contestants, which is typical for our opening night, but we wanted to make the 50th something special, something a little different. And so, if you're looking for something really entertaining on the opening night, you cannot miss it. So we're very excited, and I can let Mr. Connor fill in some of the gaps that I left. But not too many, of course.
Okay, thanks.
Because you have to still leave it to
you
be
have
a
to
surprise.
leave, yes. We can't tell them everything. But it's something that you don't want to miss. Like Minister Kentish Rogers said, it's not going to be a usual, you come to the Lansam Bowl, they come out and introduce themselves. No, we're telling the story. One of the things that we have not done well, if we're being entirely honest, as Anguillians, is pass on our story. We're right now getting ready to celebrate the revolution. Sadly, Gleneva, you and I didn't get to do a revolution piece on our other assignment this year, but my mind went back to, those stories that we gathered last year. But there's a story in our summer festival as well, just as there's a story in our boat racing culture. We can talk about the fact that the women used to be waiting to see which husband is going to reach home first. They were racing from Santo Domingo. So it's not that we just like racing boats and going out to make these boats, but it's like we depended so much on trade from a very long time. So how is that built into our story? That we're celebrating 50 years of culture and boat racing and everything else that is our summer festival. You will get that story on opening night. You will, I can't say that. Okay, I can't say, who is walking, the brakes are walking. I can't tell you, listen, I'm just gonna say you don't wanna miss it. Young, old, middle age, in between, no matter your persuasion, your conviction, make sure you're there on opening night. And what you're going to experience on opening night, I can guarantee you never experienced it before, and it has been made possible by King Ocean Services.
Excellent. And I know one of the things that everyone is looking forward to for the 50, and you've touched on it a little bit. I won't poke you too much to reveal. We want to keep a little bit close to our chest until opening night. But we are looking forward to being able to pay homage.
Definitely.
To what has happened on the stage at the Lancer Bowl Cultural Center for the past 50 years. And, we know that going into the 50, we are going into a new space. We are going into... I've not seen it in recent, it's been a couple of weeks since I've seen it. So I can only imagine that the next time we visit there either night, it's going to be looking much more closer to completion.
I think we should do it fast because they've already put up the joining wall on the western side. And when I went there today, they were prepping the foundation, the footing for the wall on the eastern side. So if you don't come soon, you're going to be locked out.
Great. So we are looking forward to on a new stage, in a new space, really paying homage to the past 50 years and those who have come before. Can we expect to see, without giving away too much, can we expect to see some of that coming out on opening night?
You see, we look at each other because we have to decide what is said.
Well, as you said, Gleniva, we're looking back over the past 50 years. So part of that is paying homage to what has happened before while still being able to look forward to the future. A number of persons are asking, what is the value of this 50? What's going to be the future of Carnival from here on out? And the reason why the 50th is getting such a big push and why the investments, such as the investment that King Ocean is putting in the 50th, is so important is that we're really trying to position Anguilla Summer Festival, not just in terms of ourselves as a local festival, but in terms of global festival markets. Next year, Anguilla will be the host nation for the World Music Cities Convention. And as part of that push, that's why it was really important for us to have a new Lansingville Cultural Center. But additionally, we're really trying to build out the type of entertainment that we have available both locally and internationally. And this kind of positioning will allow us to be, as I call it, a big player in the field. We don't always have to look to Jamaica and Trinidad for music talent. Anguilla has probably the highest ratio of musical talent per capita, I would say, in the world. And so we want to be able to tap into that. And this investment by King Ocean is assisting us in being able to position Anguilla as a big player. So it's a really major investment.
And just to add, I don't want, I can't possibly think that anyone would see this as just a drop in the bucket. The figure is large. Let's say the figure is large. But when I say drop in the bucket, think that it's just for the 50th, like the minister said, because we have to position our product in the market. I don't know much about shipping, but you can correct me if I'm wrong. You just don't. What I like about shipping is logistics. Let me go that way. And logistics, I love talking to people that understand logistics. Like we have good conversations. Raymond Bass, to a couple of people I know that are into moving parts in pieces, because everybody sees this finished product, but nobody sees the mechanism behind of it that gets it done. And that's the important part.
Yes.
And if we look at it in the festival within itself, I told everyone thus far that I've met with, all the subcommittees, those that are actually competing or performing, you're part of the cast. You're part of the mechanism that's getting it going, that's getting it done, because it's not just about 50. It's about 51, 55, 60, and everything else that transitions, because it's not just we are putting on a summer festival. This is a revenue generator. This is support for our main industry, which is tourism. This is the generation of new industries. This is a launching pad for youth. This is a launching pad for persons that are interested in music. You don't know how far it goes. You understand? And for King Ocean to come in with a monetary donation that does not only elevate our opening night experience, but it gives way for something else. And that's the logistics of it. It moved this here so things can fall into place. And I am so elated for their support. We had a great call. Thanks to Yvette and Bill for like making it happen, pushing it. Just 2 days, wait on us, come in, you know. Yes. But it was strongly considered from the beginning, and it went through everybody within the organization. Mr. Remy was up in Miami, took the call. I'm here now, Ivan. We're going to have that call. Next day we called. We had the call, and it worked out. I am happy that it worked out because, like I said, it's about logistics. Everything that's happening behind, that's going to make everything come full circle. Yeah.
Mr. Remy, I must ask, I know you mentioned your excitement in wanting to come on board for the 50th and to really have King Ocean be a part of this. What was the driving force behind that?
I would say that within the region, Anguilla and St. Martin has always been considered one. Okay? It's been an open border. So you have a lot of St. Martiners that lives in Anguilla. You have a lot of Anguillans that live in St. Martin. So it's like the unity of the two islands. Again, being family owned, as a family, you take care of your neighbor. And we had to align ourselves with this. 50 is a significant number. And the slogan clearly says it, the family reunion. You know, August Monday, all of St. Martin migrates to Anguilla. So, you know, doing it on a large and a grand scale, we had to, and also it's corporate responsibility. We operate here under the agency of Safe Cargo, and we have to support our agent. So it's a no-brainer. It's in the spirit of, you know what, it's the Anguilla 50th. We have to be part of that to celebrate and make it the foundation for years to come. I've driven by today to see, and it's very impressive. So, you know, again, kudos to the team that's putting this together, and whatever it takes to make this a success, you can depend on King Ocean Services, because I'm not sure if I should borrow this slogan, but like a good neighbor, King Ocean will be there.
I love it.
And you know, and let me speak not just for the committee, because we have the minister who can speak for the government of Anguilla and Mr. Connor who can speak for the Anguilla Summer Festival Committee, but from the people of Anguilla, as just the general public, we are appreciative of your input into our summer festival. It is something that we are going to benefit from immensely. And so I will turn over to the chairman of Anguilla Summer Festival 50, to make the grand announcement of what the sponsorship from King Ocean looks like.
Okay, before I do that, I just want to let folks know that I don't want you to miss the services that King Ocean provides. We have a number of persons that's bringing things here for the festival. You're importing, whether your costumes, we have a car show on the festival, we have the poker run, we have persons buying new vehicles because the rental cars don't have enough, so much people gonna be on island. You may be buying beds because you're upgrading your Airbnb. You can get those stuff here via King Ocean, and I can guarantee you're gonna be here on Monday if you get them there before Thursday, right?
Yes.
By Tuesday. Yes. Get them there by Tuesday. See the logistics coming out. You get them there by Tuesday so they can manifest, get the paperwork done, and get your stuff shipped out on Thursday. And then they're here on Monday and you provide, what do you call that again? Those clearance stuff?
Brokerage.
Custom brokerage. What else do you provide?
Delivery.
Delivery. Oh, we got delivery too. You don't even have to collect it yourself.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Yes. It's full circle, man.
Full circle.
Yes. And listen, pleasant staff.
I can agree. Yeah. I like to see those nice
and not just pleasant but knowledgeable, okay? That is key.
That is key.
Yeah.
That is key. And I like to see those white trucks on the board. The branding is clean. I can't help but look at stuff like that. So I actually have a little problem. I thought it was weird. So
well, I'm here to provide solutions.
Okay, good. So for years now, I have not been able to stop counting the wheels on trucks when I pass trucks. And I thought something was wrong, but I was with my trainer the other day, and I mentioned it, and he was like, "You too?" And I was like, "Yeah, oh, you too." So it's not something that's weird, but I pay attention to how clean the trucks are. That says something for me, because it says that you are appreciative and cognizant of your brand and how you're presented.
Image
that's
is
how I
everything.
look. See, I didn't have to tell you that.
Image is everything.
So I know when you're coming to provide services for me, I know it's top tier service.
Correct.
All right. Nobody asked me to say that. I understand the thing.
Yes.
I pay attention.
Yes.
I'm not just counting the wheels.
You know, that's why we don't take it lightly. Our slogans clearly state, "Born in the Caribbean." Okay? A lot of people feel that you cannot get quality service from the Caribbean. King Ocean started in the Caribbean and is still owned by a family from the Caribbean.
And we got to support the Caribbean.
And we are not just a freight forwarder, we are a liner. Okay, that's grown over the years.
So educate me and tell me the difference between a freight forwarder and a liner.
A freight forwarder is just a company that just receives cargo. We have our own vessel operations. So we operate vessels throughout the Caribbean, throughout Central America and South America.
Okay, so from the tip to the top, because you're operating Anguilla too.
Yeah, we operate, yeah.
We're going to have to take this conversation offline, because I'm looking to see how we can get more Caribbean products through the Caribbean, because they
Ivan is your name, or he's CARICOM?
It just might be, but we have a lot of great products throughout the Caribbean. You know why I'm thinking that? We have folks coming home from the diaspora. Minister, you have a number of friends coming from Jamaica. You know they're not going to find no tin mackerel here and those things. Maybe not to the extent that they want, but I long to see, some of our products. Those same Grace products, because I've had some recently. I long to see them on our shelves. And my mind always go back to what scared me wasn't COVID. What scared me was what we're going to eat if everything had shut down. I don't mind. At the time I was fish poisoned, I couldn't eat fish, so I couldn't go on the rocks like everybody else. I wanted stuff coming in. And this is a sidebar, but I'm saying, there's need for more movement in the Caribbean. So I'm happy that I'm looking on the back. You're in St. Kitts, St. Martin, Suriname, St. Lucia, Grenada, Anguilla. Where else? St. Vincent. Where else are you? Trinidad.
Yeah.
Everywhere throughout the Caribbean, King Ocean operates.
Except for the French Caribbean islands.
Okay.
Yes.
So Dutch St. Martin.
Dutch St. Martin. Yeah, that's our first protocol from Port Everglades.
Okay.
But one of the things that I wanted to emphasize, based on all the things that you said that scared you and the challenges that during COVID, you realized that one industry that was not closed and it's one of the most vital industry is shipping. During that period when the airlines,
yes,
because trade still needs to take place.
Exactly.
And King Ocean was there.
King Ocean was there.
And King Ocean was in Anguilla.
I love the name,
Listen.
I love the name.
Hey, once you align yourself with the king.
I love the name. Yeah, I love the name.
Well, it's a good thing you say that, because Anguilla we're now formally part of the OECS Economic Council, which is working on the free movement of trade. So we should hopefully see that materialize within the next 2 to 3 years to have better movement within the region in relation to trade. So That's my little plug-in for that.
Since you went there, Ivan,
Okay.
I'm going to allow us to stay there just a little bit. Before we started, in a little conversation with Mr. Harrigan and Mr. Remy, I did pick up that King Ocean also ships from South and Central America. So, and I know that there are persons that go to places like Panama to shop.
Yes.
Is that service available where persons who are going into those areas that they can ship stuff back home from those areas?
Yes. Okay, so Panama operates one of the biggest free zone, and you have a good gateway from St. Martin with Copa, who has direct flights. King Ocean operates its own operations in Panama. You can do consolidation and load an entire container from Panama to any of the Caribbean islands. The route would be Panama to Port Everglades and Port Everglades to Anguilla. That rotation is like 2 weeks to get it here.
Yeah, I do know quite a few persons who have said to me that Panama is just as good as heading into Miami when it comes to shopping. So there are persons I know that do that route, and know that they'll be really grateful to know that they have the opportunity to ship from that location direct to Anguilla as well.
I had the opportunity to go to Panama last year for Black Friday, and one of the things that I found interesting, not that I'm advocating for everybody to go to Panama, you know, our main core of our industry is from the US, but it was the exemption of the sales tax once you show your passport at a lot of stores, and that is a difference maker if you're, you know, doing a lot of shopping.
All right. So
That's something to take note of. I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
The other thing that I would like to add, because we try to not place ourselves in a box, we do offer services from China, Asia. If you have 2 or 3 pallets that you need to move from China, it's one of the biggest manufacturing companies in the world, we can do it. And also, we've aligned ourselves with a European agent as well. So if you need to move containers from the UK, Holland, Belgium, France, we offer that service as well. We can get that container from there to Anguilla. So we tried not to operate within limitations. We're here to provide logistics, service, and solutions.
Great. So your services are extensive. No matter where you are, almost no matter where you are in the world, you can get stuff to Anguilla. So whether you're in China, you're in Europe, South America, Central America, the USA, your items can get to Anguilla.
Yes, the only service that I think that we haven't embarked on is taking stuff to the space station.
Yet.
But pretty much, you know, again, it's all about finding solutions. So we will, if you contact us, we will direct you on how to get it done. That's one of the things that we pride ourselves in, is providing solutions. Yes. Because you know, as the old African proverb would say, no man is an island. So as an entity, we do align ourselves with others so that we can integrate our services and make it a complete.
All right. So with King Ocean Services, the sky is the limit.
Can we go beyond that? The stratosphere.
I love this guy.
Yeah.
I love this guy.
Awesome.
Again, I'm trying not to operate with limit. So you say sky. Ooh, I just look at that's the sky. No, let's go to the stratosphere.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yes. And then beyond that.
And beyond that.
I like this guy.
And beyond that.
Yeah.
So, and beyond that, we now get into where we can announce the monetary figure that is attached to King Ocean Services sponsorship for the opening night, title sponsor for Anguilla Summer Festival opening night.
Yes.
And Mr. Chair, turn over to
Ladies and gentlemen, King Ocean Services has come on board in a major way and has contributed in EC $67,750 or 25,000 US dollars cash. That's outside of every other support that they're giving. That's cash to the Anguilla Summer Festival, specifically to the production of our opening night, which will feature, not going to tell you just yet.
No, ma'am.
Mr.
Connor.
You have to
Mr.
give
Connor.
us a little something.
Mr. Connor.
Yes, sir.
I like the element of surprise. We know that it's going to be great.
Okay.
Just make it interesting that everybody has to come out.
Everybody.
But you know, in order for you to be able to know what is happening, you gotta be there.
Yes. We're not even streaming it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come out.
It's a free event.
It's a free event,
Yeah.
and they online are asking for free events. And just to share some of the comments, that's why I look down at my phone to make sure we're not missing any questions. Joaquim says, yes, the service is clean and fast. And Maxine Herbert says, thank you. And Joaquim also says, most shows should be free. The opening night is free, thanks to King Ocean.
Yeah.
So we're going to just take a quick photo, but just so you know, you got it here on me? Hold that. This is where we are at. $67,750, 25,000 US dollars cash. King Ocean, title sponsor of Anguilla Summer Festival 50, the family reunion, our Golden Jubilee opening night. Thank you so much, King Ocean. Thank you so much, everyone associated from the board to management. This is going to go an extremely long way, and we are grateful for your support.
It's indeed an honor. You're welcome.
All right, we're going to take some pictures.
Shipping needs. Welcome to our new home. We are excited to share with you our growth and success that has been made possible thanks to you and your loyalty over the past 40 years. Our staff is ready to assist you with all your shipping needs. We offer domestic and foreign trucking services, documentation preparation and filing, transload and distribution, bonded cargo management, repacking and consolidation, refrigerated cargo transport, and much more. We have recently acquired an additional 158,000 square feet of warehouse space to increase our capabilities and service your consolidation needs. Our new facility is strategically located just minutes from Florida's Turnpike and other main highways, making your cargo delivery experience hassle-free.